there's some really good things going on in your swing. You know, I think that you could definitely improve, you know, at least a handful of strokes here if we get that driver better. And then I wanted to mention something about your irons. Don't know if they're too much of an issue right now, or if you know, if that's one of the stronger parts of your game. But the first thing that I would suggest, maybe moving in a little bit closer. So I wouldn't necessarily want your arms to be reaching out too far. For the most part, we're going to have our armpits over the balls of our feet. All right? And then, you know, for the most part, we're going to have our arms hang pretty freely under our shoulders. I don't want you to feel like you have to reach out too much. But what I did see a little bit on the front and on the side, when you're swinging down, you're going to tend to break down your left arm. So two things happen. We're going to bend our left elbow and then bend your left wrist. These are two things that are going to make the club shorter. So you're going to be hitting a lot of this part of the club, and that's why you're not hitting the driver very well. So a tad closer, and then make sure that when you're swinging down, as long as this club is in an advantageous position, which it looked like it was. So an advantageous position I would define as your left arm being straight down and the club being behind your hands, going over your right pocket. As long as it's like that, you can go ahead and you can feel like you're straightening your arms as much as you possibly can to hit that ball. That's going to preserve the length of this club. If I start to do some weird stuff with my arms, you know, that's going to make it a lot harder to control the radius or preserve the length of this club. So maybe a little bit closer, so your arms can hang under you. And then when you're swinging down, you're throwing this club away from your chest as much as you can, and you're doing that by straightening your arms.